Good evening. The time is 9 p.m. U.S. Central Time. This program is coming to you live from Chicago. And in the news at this hour, our top story, anticipating an avalanche of absentee ballots, the U.S. Postal Service recently sent detailed letters to 46 states and the District of Columbia, warning that it cannot guarantee all ballots cast by mail for the November election will arrive in time to be counted, adding another layer of uncertainty ahead of the high-stakes presidential contest. However, the solution to this problem is simple. Don't wait. Get it done early. The warning that postal officials sent out to states says that the risk of disenfranchisement is greatest for voters who wait until close to Election Day to request or return their ballot. They advise that regardless of whatever deadlines states have posted, voters should mail ballots no later than October 27th, a week before Election Day, if they wish to guarantee they are counted. Election officials across the country are also installing drop boxes for completed ballots and encouraging voters to use them instead of mailing. Additional reassuring words come from inside the post office. Martha Johnson, USPS spokeswoman, said the agency is well prepared and has ample capacity to deliver America's election mail. The head of the Postal Workers Union added that even without the emergency funding Trump has vowed to block, postal workers can handle the country's mail-in ballots with proper planning. It's a piece of cake for postal workers, said Mark Dimenstein, president of the American Postal Workers Union. Again, we emphasize the solution to the problem is simple. Don't wait. Get it done early. In other news, after weeks of fruitless talks, any action on a new stimulus package will probably have to wait at least until early September. That means no relief checks or business aid for at least several weeks. And plenty of people are still hurting, even as first-time jobless claims fell below 1 million for the first time since March. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell seemed to indicate the Senate would join the House in recess for the rest of August unless a deal is struck. Even then, Republicans and Democrats seem no closer to an agreement than they were last month. Israel and the United Arab Emirates have agreed to normalize relations in an historic truce. As part of the peace deal, Israel has agreed to suspend annexation plans on the West Bank, an arrangement Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says is only temporary. The UAE and Israel also plan to exchange embassies and ambassadors. The deal was not well received in some quarters. Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas trashed the agreement as a betrayal of Jerusalem and said his organization was immediately withdrawing its ambassador to the UAE in protest. Here is our nightly coronavirus update. Russia has offered to help the U.S. with a coronavirus vaccine, but the U.S. isn't having it. Russia this week said it had developed a vaccine, but medical experts and U.S. officials are skeptical of its effectiveness and the level of scientific rigor in testing it. Meanwhile, the British government has secured 90 million doses of two vaccine candidates still in clinical trials. Here are the latest numbers from the Center for Disease Control. Total cases in the United States have now exceeded 525,000. That's an increase of 53,000 from yesterday's estimate. The death toll now stands at 167,000, up from the previous day by 1,200. More news in just a moment. Now this.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is working to help keep you and your community safe from the threat of novel or new coronavirus. Take the following everyday steps to help avoid the spread of all respiratory viruses. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Cover your cough or sneeze with a tissue. Throw the tissue away and then wash your hands. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects or surfaces, such as remote controls and doorknobs. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. And stay home if you are sick. Call your healthcare provider if you develop fever, cough, or difficulty breathing. For more tips, visit cdc.gov.
9:05 p.m. In other news, National Public Radio reports the Democrat Joe Biden's polling lead has expanded to double digits against President Trump in the upcoming election. A PBS NewsHour poll finds Biden now leads Trump by 53% to 42%, an 11-point lead. That is up from an 8-point advantage at the end of June. The increase comes as 71% of Americans now view the coronavirus as a serious threat, up significantly over the last several months. Even so, 35% of respondents indicated they are unwilling to be vaccinated when a drug becomes available. 60% say they will, with 5% undecided. There are huge splits on that question by education level and political party. Those with college degrees are 19 points more likely to get vaccinated than those without. Democrats answered the vaccination question by 71% yes, whereas for Republicans the figure was only 48%. On Wall Street today, small movement, some up, some down. Dow Jones Industrial Average up 35 points at the close, 27,932. NASDAQ down 23 at 11,019, and the S&P 500 finished at 3373. That's minus just 1/2 a point. Here's the weather report. A sweltering heat wave across most of the west this weekend, continuing through much of next week. Dangerous heat is also persisting across the southern plains. Meanwhile, severe storms are likely in the upper Midwest with heavy rain and flooding, damaging winds, possible hail, and tornadoes. Heavy rain expected also in the central and southern Appalachians and in the already rain-soaked mid-Atlantic and Carolinas. For Chicagoland, tonight mostly clear with a low around 71. Tomorrow, Saturday, 30% rain chance through both the afternoon and evening hours, high near 83. Tomorrow night, possible showers continuing at 30%. Low 67 degrees. Sunshine and low 80s on Sunday, then Sunday night clear and 65. Our current conditions: a few clouds, 80 degrees at Midway Airport, 77 at the lakefront, relative humidity 47%, and a northeast wind at 8 miles per hour. AccuWeather radar clear throughout Chicagoland. The time is 9:08 p.m. and once again here at Radio City we have 77 dignified degrees.
Live from Chicago, Variety Broadcast presents Radio Classics. Now here's your host, Tom Edwards.
Granada, I'm falling under your spell. And if you could speak, what a fascinating tale you would tell of an age the world has long forgotten, of an age that weaves the silent magic in Granada today. The dawn in the sky greets the day with a sigh for Granada. For she can remember the splendor that once was Granada. it still can be found in the hills all around as I wander along, entranced by the beauty before me, entranced by a land full of flowers and song. When day is done and the sun starts to set in Granada, I envy the blush of the snow-clad Sierra Nevada. Soon it will welcome the stars while 1,000 guitars play a soft habanero. Then moonlit Granada will live again, the glory of yesterday, romantic, hey Granada.
Cha-cha-cha. Mr. Sinatra, Old Blue Eyes, starting us off on a TGIF. Friday night in the windy city of Chicago, 11 minutes after 9 o'clock. Tom Edwards, your host for the most popular music on the coast. Or the shore, I guess I should say. The shores of Lake Michigan. Well, how are you? You behaving yourself? You staying out of trouble? Good. Ain't no fun in that. Well, the Postal Service controversy has me concerned, but I'll tell you something. I read, just a ridiculously lengthy article in the Washington Post, just ponderously long. And when I got to the halfway point, all the way down to the middle of this, 19-page ridiculous thing, they're quoting what really is good news from the Postal Union's worker. Now, not the new Postmaster General. I'm talking about the president of the Workers Union. He says, we can handle it, don't worry. But they emphasize, the deadlines now that states have in place where they allow people basically, to request an absentee ballot right up until the 11th hour, basically, just a day or two before the election. And then as long as you get it in and postmarked, et cetera, and if it arrives at the voter registrar's office no later than 3 days after, the post office is saying, we can't guarantee that. Now, they're not, pushing the absolute catastrophe panic button, and they're not saying the whole post office has fallen apart, we can't deliver anything. It's nothing like that. The media are cranking the volume up on this rather high, and I want to select my words carefully because they are absolutely right to raise warning flags about it, but it isn't the end of the world. See, the solution is if you are going to vote by absentee ballot or mail-in ballot, whatever your state calls it, just don't wait until the last minute like that. Get it done now. And if they have a drop box where you can go put your ballot in, like at the city hall or something like that. Some places are putting up several official drop boxes. Put it there and get it safely tucked away. So, caution is the word here, very definitely, but it isn't the end of the world. So we just have to keep an eye on things, and we have to work around this problem. And, well, that's our public service announcement for the day. Be a good citizen and vote. And I prefer to go to the polls. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in person and cast my vote. Now, it's up to you. If you want to vote by mail, that's fine, but just get it done early. Don't wait. All right, 14 minutes after 9 o'clock. You want to get the trivia game underway? I see some of our favorite trivia meisters are on board tonight. Susan is here. Sherry is here. Jerry, we saved you and hubby a seat. You've been absent for a while. Welcome back. Let's see, Charlotte from Florida is here painting nice pictures with all the the stickers, the icons, the emoticons. She's got a masked smiley face and looks like a little campfire. She says the Florida temperature today was hot as fire. All right. Trivia game. Our claim to fame is our world-famous trivia game, and we will get that started right after we do this important message.
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I'd like to teach the world to sing. Sing with me. Perfect harmony. Perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. And the real thing. I'd like to teach the world to sing. In perfect harmony. Perfectly. And I'd like to buy the world a coat and keep it company. It's the real thing. What the world wants today is the real thing. What the world wants today.
Pat made the suggestion last night or so that we ought to do a countdown on the election. Pat will appoint you the official timekeeper, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we are on number 80 days before November 3rd. All right, now, let's get the trivia game underway. First of all, if you are listening off in Never Never Land, why, don't worry, we're glad you're here. I'm delighted to have you. But just so you know, this is an option. You may, if you wish, sign in with a Google account, and that way you'll be connected automatically to the YouTube chat board, and that's how we play our game. You can talk to the fellow audience members and participate in our trivia contest. If you have Google Mail, Gmail, or Google Voice, or Google Payment, any of those products, then you're already registered. So just sign in with your regular username and password, and you'll be hooked right up. Now, here are the rules. We play for Monopoly money, and whoever has the most Monopoly dollars accumulated by the end of the broadcast wins a terrific grand prize. Tonight, we are giving away the third of the light blue properties, Connecticut Avenue. It doesn't have the best view. It overlooks the jail, but, you know, maybe if you're nice to the sheriff, he'll send over a chain gang to do the work on your lawn. All right. Now, remember, no search engines, no Google, no Bing, no Alexa, no Siri, none of that. It is perfectly okay to ask a boyfriend or girlfriend or hubby or somebody like that. You can ask your kitty cat or your dog. My Rocky is very smart about trivia. But no electronic participation. We'll disqualify you for that. All right. Spelling is an issue if it involves a proper noun, like a famous person's name or an item of literature, like a book title, movie title, song title. Spell carefully because you could be disqualified if you misspell a proper noun. First correct answer on the chat screen is the winner of the round. And be careful also about multi-part questions. We do those from time to time. And your answer won't be counted unless you answer all parts of the question. You got all of that? Good. Read it back to me. Here comes our first question of the night. $20 because you're so sweet. We are starting off with sweets and treats. Now, these are sweet, but you don't generally think of them as a snick snack. Some people serve them with any combination of these: nuts, marshmallows, orange flavor, and if you want to get adventurous, you can also add bourbon whiskey. What sweet or treat are we talking about? All right, $20 value on the question. People don't generally think of these as a snick snack, more like a side dish, but you can serve them with a combination of nuts, marshmallows, orange flavor, and if you want to get adventurous, add bourbon whiskey. Tell me the dish that we're talking about.
Charlotte, don't you cry. Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte, I'll love you till I die. Oh, hold me, darling, please hold me tight and brush that tear from your eye. You weep because you had a dream last night. You dreamed that I said goodbye. Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte. Charlotte, don't you cry. Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte, I'll love you till I die. I hold 2 roses within my hand, 2 roses I'll give to you. The red rose tells you of my passion, and the white rose my love so true. Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte, Charlotte, don't you cry. Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte, I'll love you till I die. Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte, I'll love you till I die.
From a wonderful film, of course, with Bette Davis and Olivia de Havilland. Her name was almost on the tip of my tongue or on the tip of my brain or something. Now let's see. 9:21 p.m. We have a winner for our first round of trivia, and I'll tell you all about it right after we do this.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
You can keep it to yourself, but it wouldn't be fair, 'cause that chocolate crispy taste is loved
Everywhere. Give me a break, give me a break, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
All right, audience, how about a nice round of applause for round 1 winner? And that would be Pat. Good job. Pat came up with the sweets and treats answer. We were talking about sort of a side dish more than a snick snack. People serve them sometimes with nuts, marshmallows, orange flavor, and if you want to get adventurous, bourbon whiskey. Sweet potatoes, absolutely right. That does make a very good sweet potato casserole if you add bourbon whiskey. You heat the whiskey first, boil away the booze, and then bake it. So the booze is long gone, but it makes a terrific flavor. All right, Pat is our first winner of the night, a $20 win. And now let's head for question 2. $25 this time. Geography, the category. The Atlantic coastal city of Luanda is in the southwestern part of Africa. It is the capital of this African nation, which was at one time a Portuguese colony. Name the country. All right, $25. Geography. The Atlantic coastal city of Luanda is in the southwestern part of Africa. It is the capital of this African nation, which at one time was a Portuguese colony. Name the country.
Only love can break a heart. Only love can mend it again. Last night I heard you, but darling, remember this. Only love can break a heart. Only love can mend it again. You know I'm sorry. I'll prove it with just
do almost want. Please let me hold you and love you for always and always. Only love can break a heart. Only love can mend it again. Only love can break a heart. Only love can mend it
And there we have the voice of Gene Pitney for us. Only Love Can Break a Heart. 26 past 9 p.m. U.S. Central Time.
Word of the day.
Oh, we have a new British lady robot in the studio with us tonight. Let's hear that one more time.
Word of the day.
Word of the day. Oh, all right, love. The word of the day from Merriam-Webster, the dictionary, people, is vivacious. V-I-V-A-C-I-O-U-S. And the definition is lively in temperament, conduct, or spirit, sprightly. It is from the Latin word vivere, which means to live. Use it in a sentence, all right? Elsa Maxwell was known for her conversational skills and vivacious personality, so her society parties were always big success stories. There we have it, vivacious, the Merriam-Webster word of the day, brought to you by the dictionary people at m-w.com. Back to the trivia game after this important word.
Pass the butter, please, Vicky. Vicky, the butter. Thank you. Hey, what's going on?
It's a crown, love. I switched from butter to imperial margarine.
You mean this is margarine?
Not just any margarine, imperial margarine. Once you taste it, you'll agree.
Sure tastes like butter.
Oh, they're done? Okay. For some reason, I thought there was more to that commercial. I'm sitting here patiently waiting. Let's see now. Let me check the screen, the chat board screen, because it doesn't look like we've had a winner. No? All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll read it one more time, and I'll give you just another half minute to think about it. Geography is our category, $25. The Atlantic coastal city of Luanda, L-U-A-N-D-A, is the capital of this African country. Once upon a time, it was a Portuguese colony. Tell me the name of that African country.
This diner is pulling a switch on the regulars by serving new instant Maxwell House. What's it taste like? Fresh perk coffee, that's what it tastes like. New Instant Max, now a better blend of coffee beans, freshly perked for more fresh perk taste. We call it the Perky Instant.
All right, time's up. The answer to that one was Angola. Angola. All right, better luck next time. Here comes round 3. And it's Name That Tune. Oh, goody, 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 goody. All right. $25. Now remember, it's a 2-part answer. We need both singer and song. Okay, now please be careful about that. We can't count your answer unless you include them both. Singer and song. Turn up your volume just a little bit. Here comes your audio clue.
Name that tune.
With a come hither gleam, give him a lonely heart like Pagliacci, and lots of wavy hair like Liberace.
And now, here's more of Radio Classics with your host, Tom Edwards.
The
she would love me so. But in time I realized she had a pair of roving eyes. I remember the nights we dated, always acting sophisticated, talking about high society. Then she tried to make a fool out of me. They call her, whoa, broke my heart now. Think she's smart now. We're apart now. Pretty little girl, you're just having fun. You're running all around and breaking lovers' hearts. Pretty little girl, I don't stand a chance. Without any money, there goes our romance. She always wears charms, diamonds, pearls galore. She buys them at the 5 and 10 cent store. She wants to be just like a Zaza Gabor. Even though she's the girl next door, they call her broke my heart. Think she's smart. We're apart. Pretty little girl, you're just having fun. You're running all around, you're breaking lovers' hearts. Pretty little girl, I don't stand a chance. Without any money, there goes our romance. She always wears charms, diamonds, pearls galore. She buys them at the 5 and 10 cent store. She wants to be just like a Zaza Gabor, even though she's Donna next door. Whoa.
There we have Donna, the prima donna, at 9:33 on Friday evening, 27 before 10 o'clock. And audience, nice round of applause for Charlotte, our winner on this round of trivia. Yeah, boy, good job. Charlotte wins round 3. Our Name That Tune question, the Chordettes, Mr. Sandman, and a 1 and a 2.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him 2 lips like roses and clover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone. Don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him the word that I'm not a rover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone. Don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Oh, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman,
yes?
Bring us a dream. Give him a pair of eyes with a come hither gleam. Give him a lonely heart like Pagliacci, and lots of wavy hair like Liberace. Mr. Sandman, someone to hold, would be so peachy before we're too old. So please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, bring us, please, 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 Mr. Sandman, bring us a dream.
Radio Classics has brought you the talents of the Chordettes. And Charlotte picked up $25 on that win. Pat also had the correct answer, but Charlotte had the fastest typing fingers, so she scored the win on that. Our scoreboard now, Charlotte 25 and Pat at 20. And Jerry was asking about the singing group, the Chordettes. No, actually, they're not a one-hit wonder. They had multiple hits, but they're a little bit before your time. They were like mid-40s to early 50s is when they had their heyday. And before my time, too, but I have the background of working in nostalgia radio, so that's how come I'm a leg up on that. Let's see now, what's next on the agenda? You want to do this date in history? All right, let's do that. Push the button, and would the maestro give us our dramatic opening music? Here we go. 9:36 on this lovely Friday evening as we look back on the 14th of August. On this date in 1917, as World War I entered its fourth year, China abandoned its neutrality and declared war on Germany. Late to the party, huh? 1784, on this date, on Kodiak Island, Grigory Shelikhov, a Russian fur trader, founded Three Saints Bay on Kodiak Island, the first permanent Russian settlement in Alaska. Sarah Palin's great-great-great-great-grandfather waved to him from his back porch, I suppose. 1971, on this date, the St. Louis Cardinals pitching ace Bob Gibson threw the first no-hitter of his storied career. Gibson's heroics helped his team sail to an 11-0 victory over the Pittsburgh Pirates in that game. 1935, President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed into law the Social Security Act. Famous birthdays today: Doc Holliday, American gambler, dentist, and gunfighter, born 1851. The late actress Alice Ghostly. Remember her? She played in Bewitched, Esmeralda. She also had a role in Designing Women, born 1923. Jazz singer Buddy Greco, born 1926. Actor and comedian Steve Martin is celebrating number 75 today. Novelist Danielle Steele, number 73. Cartoonist Gary Larson, famous for The Far Side. I love the Far Side cartoons. He is 70 on this day. American Basketball Hall of Famer Irvin Magic Johnson is celebrating number 61. Let's see, English actress and singer Sarah Brightman, number 60 today. And American actress Halle Berry, number 54. Finally, on this date in 1863 was born American poet Ernest Thayer. I'll bet you know him. Oh, somewhere in this favored land the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out.
Yahoo! It's Twinkie the Kid! Wow!
Howdy, partners! Come on to Hostess Twinkie Town for some golden sponge egg Twinkies.
Watch out! They're stealing the Hostess Twinkie!
Watch this. Here's your reward.
Thanks! Creamy filling!
Yep, you get a big delight in every bite of Hostess Twinkies.
Oh, I see. Mike just peeked in. Good. Welcome. We saved you a seat. And we're in the middle of a fine trivia game. Charlotte is in first place at the moment, $25. Pat close behind with 20. And here we go with round 4. This time, a $20 question. Technology is the category. Gigabyte, terabyte, megabyte, or kilobyte? Tell me which one of those four is the largest. Now, you do not have to list all four of them in order. Just give me the single answer of which is the biggest of those four, and I'll read them off again. Gigabyte, terabyte, megabyte, or kilobyte. $20 to the first correct answer. Tell me which of those is the biggest. Give it a shot and good luck.
Of you, oh, what hijacked my world at night to a place in the past we've been cast out of. Oh, now we're back in the fight. We're back on the train. Chain gang. Circumstance beyond our control. Oh, the phone, TV, and the news of the world got in the house like a pigeon from hell. Oh, through sand in our eyes and descended like flies. Put us back on the train. Back on the chain gang. Us to live like we do, bring me to my knees when I see what they've done to you. But I'll die as I stand here today, knowing that deep in my heart they'll fall to ruin one day for making us part. A picture of you. Ah, those were the happiest days of my life. Like a break in the battle was your part. Ah, in the wretched life of a lonely heart. Now we're back on the train. On the chain gang.
And there we have the Pretenders. Yes, I'm reminiscing about my days back on the chain gang. 9:44 in the evening, 16 before 10 o'clock. We have some gag answers on the chat screen tonight that are better than the real answers. 50 cents bonus for Charlotte and for Sherry. They made me chuckle with those. We had several folks get the correct answer, but the fastest fingers on that one, Mike, Tera is the correct answer. Terabyte is the largest of those. And since that word is not a proper noun, we can accept an abbreviated answer on that one. Terabyte is the correct answer. So that puts Mike on the board with 20. Pat also with 20. Charlotte is still leading with 25. And we'll do another question coming right up.
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I'd like to teach the world to sing. Sing with me. Perfect harmony. Perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a book and keep it company. And the real I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. And I'd like to
Extra ice, please. Just looking over the calendar, nationaltoday.com. Friday the 14th happens to be National Financial Awareness Day. Yeah, I'm well aware of the fact that I'm dead broke. Yvonne Elliman for us next on Radio Classics.
Are a waste of time if I turn away.
Well, if I can't have you, I don't want nobody, and I'm going to sit in the corner and hold my breath until I turn blue. So there, 9:49 p.m., time for another trivia question. Get your thinking cap on, get your typing fingers ready. Here we go. This time, another sweet and treat question for us. $20. Here's a recipe. We take regular white sugar, light corn syrup, water, raw peanuts, salt, butter, vanilla, and baking soda. First you do some boiling, then you do some baking. So after all that toiling, what do you think we're making? Other than poetry. $20. Sweets and treats. We take regular white sugar, light corn syrup, water, raw peanuts, salt, butter, vanilla, and baking soda. First you're going to do some boiling, and then you're going to do some baking. So tell me, with that recipe, what are we making? $20 for the first correct answer. Meantime, let's enjoy the Doobie Brothers on Radio Classics. Good music there from the Doobie Brothers on Radio Classics. Listen to the music. Well, are you listening? Good. My favorite Doobie song, I don't think it was a big hit, but it's called The Doctor. I think I may have played it for you once or twice along the way. Music is the doctor, makes you feel like you want to. I got to tie a string around my finger and play that one. Now, speaking of tying strings around my finger, I made a note. Sherry reminded me that this entire week, not just one day like National Calendar Day, but an entire week, National Shark Week. Why are they so important that they get a whole week? Boy, I don't know, but they do.
Baby shark, do-do-do-do-do, baby shark, do-do-do-do-do, baby shark. Mommy shark, do-do-do-do-do, mommy shark, do-do-do-do-do, mommy shark, do-do-do-do-do, mommy shark.
Daddy shark, do-do-do-do-do, daddy shark, do-do-do-do-do, daddy shark, do-do-do-do-do,
Daddy shark. And remember, when swimming, always use the buddy system. If a shark comes, give him your buddy. All right, big round of applause, audience. Jerry hit a winner this time. Good job. Jerry wins $20 on our sweet and treat category. Regular white sugar, corn syrup, water, raw peanuts, salt, butter, vanilla, baking soda, boiling and then baking. Yes, indeed, we were talking about peanut brittle. All right, now let's recap the scoreboard. A lot of folks on the board tonight. Good. Everybody's participating. Charlotte is out in front still with 25. And then we have a three-way tie for second place. Pat, Mike, and Jerry are all on the board with 20.
Let's put together some great go-togethers. One hungry boy, one boy-sized sandwich, a piece of fruit, and then watch one lunch come to life with good, hot Campbell's soup. Campbell's nourishing tomato soup is a great go-together with a ham and cheese sandwich. Another great go-together, Campbell's vegetable soup with a sliced chicken sandwich. Or you might prefer Campbell's chicken noodle soup with a hot dog. All great go-togethers. Any kind of sandwich, so many kinds of soup.
Soup and sandwich, soup and sandwich. Have your favorite Campbell soup and sandwich. Anytime or weather. Soup and sandwich go together.
Have you had your Campbell soup today?
All right, we can squeeze in one more question if we go fast. Here we go. This one, movies, $20. All right, a $20 movie question. It's an easy one, so get ready. We'll have a race to the keyboard. I know everybody's going to know this one. It's just going to be a question of whoever has the fastest fingers. Okay, you ready? $20, movies. Marty McFly and Doc Emmett Brown. What kind of car? Okay, Marty McFly and Doc Emmett Brown. What kind of car?
Over and over, I tried to prove my love to you. Over and over, what more can I do? Over and over, my friend says I'm a fool. But over and over, I'll be a fool for you. 'Cause you've got personality, walk with personality, talk with personality, smile
Oh, you have a $1 million personality, you do. And I'm so glad you joined us tonight. All right, the orchestra striking up my theme song, but before we go now, we will settle up the trivia game. We had a real close one there at the end. Mike and Jerry both did have the correct answer, but Mike got there about 1 second ahead. So now, first of all, a round of applause for all of our contestants tonight. Y'all done good, and it was fun. And the scoreboard then looks like this. Pat and Jerry tied at $20. Charlotte up the next rung with 25, and then on the last question, Mike hit $20 win on DeLorean. That was the name of the car from the movie, the series of movies, Back to the Future. DeLorean was the right answer. So Mike takes the night with $40, and he wins the light blue property, Connecticut Avenue. All right. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in, and I will see you Monday night. Now, please remember to keep a mask on whenever you're out in public running errands and whatnot. Listen to the medical experts. Don't pay any attention to the crazy man in the Oval Office. And if you'd share the word about the broadcast to a friend or two, I'd appreciate that. Let them know we are here Monday through Friday, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central, 8 Mountain, and 7 Pacific. Tom Edwards signing off. All the best to you, and have a great weekend.